amazing, great, the best. Words can't describe it, really. Definitely a nerve-wracking event, for sure. Standing on the board, waiting for Christian and Troy to go, and knowing that they hit all their dives, we knew that we had to pull through in this, and we did, for sure. How do you feel?
Yeah.
That sums it up, I guess. We definitely can improve on that, though. I missed a few dives for sure. My entries can be cleaner. But overall, I'm very pleased with everything. I'm very happy. Don't get me wrong.
I'd say you're absolutely right, though. I mean, we definitely have a lot we can do to improve before Rio. We've only been together a short time, and I obviously had a pretty big miss in the last round. I think I just let the moment get a little bit too much of me, and started celebrating when I found it on the board. Just survive at that point. But I mean, we definitely have a lot to improve on before Rio, but very manageable.
And I think if we can come this far in 2 months, then sky's the limit when we get to the Olympics.
That's deep, bro.
It is. But I think if you work hard enough and smart enough, anything's possible.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like we just started diving 2 months ago, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We obviously both prepared ourselves to be two of the best divers in the country. And it was a move made by both of our coaches and the high performance director, because I think they saw the potential in this team. And I'd like to think it was a good idea.
Mm-hmm. And I think when we started off, we realized there definitely needed to be a lot of communication in a sense of how do you compete. Not just do we sync up, but how do you compete? Mikey competes different than I do. So we had to talk to each other and say, hey, like, what do you do in meets? How do you work? What do we need to do? Do we need to keep it simple? Do I need to get you hyped up? What makes you get all nervous and worked up? How can both of us work with each other so we keep each other's heads level while we're competing? I think that was probably the most important part of us doing synchro. Yes. I came up there. Well, when was the first time we did synchro?
That camp.
We did a camp. It was a 2-day camp. Mikey and I did synchro for 2 days, and it was determined that we were going to do synchro from then on.
Yeah, then we did a camp in Stanford, and then
yes,
I think a week in Bloomington.
Yes, and then prior to the Canada World Series, I herniated a disc in my back and had another bulging disc, and I was unable to compete, so I left. And after that, we were going to go to Indiana anyways and train. So I went to Indiana, got worked on, trained partially.
Shout out.
Trained partially. I went and saw Clark Scott, amazing PT. And then after that, we trained for about, a week?
Yeah, I mean, it was all relatively short,
pretty
quick.
Relatively short, but then, because I couldn't do some dives, trained for a week, then went home, started working with my trainer, Jeff Ruiz, and within a week, I was feeling amazing. So I really have to thank him for getting me healthy and getting me back in the water. And then we had the next time we did synchro was the meet?
Pretty much here, yeah. They get it. We haven't been together for very long.
Yeah, we did. We had a mock meet at his pool and then here.
What do you think it is about the partnership that works? What do you think it is about pairing the two together? What is it that the performance director saw in both of you?
I think he saw our strengths and what our strengths together match up better than our other synchro partners did. So they saw our strength and said, okay, your guys' strengths match up the best. We want you doing synchro together, and obviously worked out.
There's a pretty standard list now if you want to win a medal at the Olympics, and it involves a 109 and a really solid fourth dive. Most people do both those twisters, like you saw Christian and Troy do. We did. An inward is just a really solid dive. So for us to have those two twisters and then a good front 4.5 and a good inward really means like our strengths complement each other, and that was what I think they wanted to create.
Yeah, we punched the ticket, and it's been a lifelong dream for both of us.
Yeah, I wouldn't let myself think about it at all before our last dive. I was just sort of like, I basically tried to think about this as a nationals. I'm trying to qualify for world
Yeah.
championships or World Cup. Like, it's a big deal, but let's not get crazy. It's not my lifetime dream. It's my lifetime dream. So, yeah, after the last dive, it was definitely pretty emotional. I kind of, for the first time, really thought about it.
Could you talk about training alongside another top contending synchro team, Jessica and Amy? What has that been like for you, training with them?
Well, for me, I don't train with them often. It's great to train with other people. They also do tower, so we're on Springboard, they're on tower. There's not much communication. It's hi, hello, how's practice going, how's training going, very basic stuff. So, but I mean, it is fun training with them. Don't get me wrong.
It's unbelievable for me. We have a group that we call OPS. It's the Olympic Performance Squad. It's about 5 of us. James Conner, an Australian Olympian, is also on it. Ahmad's also on it. Abdelatif, who's from Egypt, Olympic hopeful, and Darian Schmidt. And we have an unbelievable team chemistry and just the way we push each other every single day and the attitude that's brought into the pool every single day, which I think a lot of the culture should be accredited to Drew Johansson, our coach. And we just have an awesome environment. And I think that's knock on wood, the girls will qualify tonight as well. And I think that environment has created the success.
So opening's on the 5th. Are you going in a week before at least? What are you going to do between now and then? Now and the coaches are. You going to take a break or not?
Well, we have individual still.
Yeah,
so-
we got to turn the ball around, and
After this weekend, mud day.
then we start planning trips for me to go visit him.
Yeah, we got a medal to win, so back to work.
So what are you going to do to celebrate?
Hang out with my family, enjoy this moment with them for sure. It means a lot to them. They've supported me through all of this, and hang out with my coach and family, and let them enjoy this moment too, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. My mom was my coach until I was 18, so actually we snuck her past to get her on deck, and man, unbelievable just to see her after this. So much of this moment now is because of her, and it means so much. And so yeah, I'll probably go to do it with my mom, and it'll be nice.
You guys aren't done yet. We've asked you this before, but looking on to Saturday, you guys just stood side by side on the boards, and now you're going to be competing against each other now. So what's that like for you guys?
It's no different. We congratulate each other. We talk to each other. It's really not competing against each other. At least for me, it's usually competition against myself. If I hit my dives and I score a certain score, then I did well. If I miss a dive, that's my fault. It's not his. So it's really a competition against yourself, and I think that's why being the diving community is so great, because everybody can compete against each other, and you're still great friends afterwards, which is cool.
Yeah, I mean, I think nail on the head right there. You want to see everyone light it up in finals. That'll raise your level of competition, and better the event is, that's good for everybody,
Yeah.
The judges throwing high scores, and that's what the people want to see, so.
I mean, after that last dive, coming up and knowing, okay, hearing the score, okay, we did it. Looking at my coach, really, looking at my family, you really knew, and it set in for sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm still thinking about it. It's pretty cool. Yeah, I would say the same thing. I said, I celebrated a little early. On that front 4.5, I was just like, man, we need whatever it was, 20 points on a dive that's 3.8, get on the end kind of thing. And so when I did, I was just like, all right, we got it. And I missed the dive a little bit for sure, but when we hit the water, I knew we had it, and it was a good feeling.
Thank you.
Of course. Well, that is great.
Whenever you're ready, just tap the snap photo, and it'll give you the countdown.
It'll give us a countdown.
Yeah.